This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
They're going to go for the tie or the lead. Drive it in like they want to go for the tie. Jason Bird able to kiss it off the glass. Broncos still in that zone. Shawnick penetrates, right hand, count the bucket. A chance to tie the game at the free throw line. Nice job keeping the hip back, get behind him now. Can he lift him up and bring him down? Executed perfectly for Brady Martin. Trying to make it too risky, but he does turn him. Tyler Chris, can he get the pinfall? He did! He does it! The young freshman is the 106 regional champion.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Let's finish strong here on a Saturday, wrapping up our coverage of the 67th annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament as we have the third place boys matchup between your Tonganoxie Chieftains, the 6th seed in the boys bracket, taking on the Bonner Springs Braves, number 1 seed, upset yesterday against Eudora. Second of 3 matchups this year against the Chieftains and the Braves on Tongi Sports Live. As always, it's presented by Kansas Insurance. To see how they can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600 and cruise along into the S&S Body pregame show. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com. Call 913-369-3193 to learn more. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Strand. Let's have a game, partner. Let's finish this tournament strong, the 6th and final game that we will cover in a 3-day span, and it sees the Braves taking on the Chieftains once again. And we talk about that upset bid. Let's take a look at the boys bracket, get everybody up to speed of what happened. So we saw the game right before we went live yesterday, Bonner Springs and Eudora. What a back and forth game that was. The third meeting between those teams about the span of about a month and 2 weeks, give or take. Eudora lost the first 2 matchups, able to get the last laugh. Questionable call at the end. Bonner did have the game tying bucket put down as time expires, but a jump ball came in. It was Eudora's possession arrow in their favor, so wipe off the bucket. Eudora got the inbounds in down the floor, Christian Leitner style, just throwing it down there. And Eudora, the 5 seed, on to the championship game where they faced Atchison, who beat Tonganoxie 73-57. So the Chieftains and the Braves will get at it once again here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. And I said 2 of 3 matches because these 2 teams, they will face off again at Bonner Springs High School in about 13 days or so. So, these teams are going to be very familiar with one another. But let's talk about this Chieftain team coming in, running against one of the better teams in Atchison, the 2 seed. They look every bit of the part, the defending Tonganoxie Invitational boys bracket champions from last year. We're looking to defend their title. And now the Chieftains get this matchup with Bonner Springs, and we saw it, them in the auxiliary gym. Yeah. It looks like the Braves are coming in with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They believe they should be playing in the championship game.
Yeah, they look pretty angry to me, and they were throwing down some angry dunks. But we'll see what happens during game time. The Chieftains just got to keep their cool and try and play good defense and, not turn the ball over, because they got to get back in transition, because if you don't, Bonner Springs will make you pay because they like to run.
Yeah, it's the Bonner Springs team. As soon as they get the board, everybody is running out the floor. They are so great in transition, as are the Chieftains when they can get things going. So we'll see how that works out. The last time these 2 teams met back in December, Bonner taking the matchup here 80-54. So Braves looking to win this one here today and potentially complete the sweep in 13 days from now. Meanwhile, Chieftains, this is the first time in the Tonganoxie Sports Live era that they are playing in the 3rd place game. They got a 1-point win against Schlegel in the opening round, so upsetting the 3 seed there. Lost against Atchison, but still a chance for this team to come in here today. Already facing the team once. You're a little bit familiar of how they go, how they work, and maybe you get a Bonner Springs team that potentially, we said, a chip on their shoulder. Well, the other side of that, they could be coming in maybe a little bit down. They could come out a little bit flat because they're saying, what's the point? And maybe Tonganoxie can put a rally together together and pick up a huge, big win at this point in the year.
That's what we're hoping for.
So we'll see.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We had the girls' game this morning at 10 a.m., the fifth-place game. Lady Chieftains coming up just short to a very tough Liberal Redskins team, losing by 9. So Liberal is takes fifth place. The Lady Chieftains finish sixth in the tournament. So we are ready to get this one started about 3 minutes from now. We'll step aside, be back. Forever Fencing starting lineups and the Lynch Real Estate tip-off coming up next on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Welcome back, S&S Body pregame show on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We got coming up our starting lineups for this contest. These are brought to you by Forever Fencing, your hometown fencing company, locally owned and top rated, best in the Midwest. Go online for your free estimate today at www.foreverfencingkc.com. Still have John Tollefson, our PA announcer, here today. We will get the starting lineups for both the Chieftains and the Braves here. Second matchup between these two teams. Getting ready to tip off at just a matter of moments on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Now we're going to recognize our boys' free throw and three-point contest winners. So if you'll step out and get your medal from our AD, Mr. Eastus, that would be fabulous. Our free throw champion is Jackson Nez from Bonner Springs. And our three-point champion is Kellen Gruber from Bonner Springs. Great job, guys. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Bonner Springs, number 2, 5'8" sophomore, Prince Donnell. For Tonganoxie, number 2, a 5'10" senior, Jason Bird. For Bonner Springs, number 11, a 6'1" senior, DeAndre Morrison. For Tonganoxie, number 4, a 6'2" senior, Howell Langford. For Bonner Springs, number 15, a 6'2" junior, Corey Wall Jr. For Tonganoxie, number 13, a 6' senior, Noah Carlton. number 24, a 6'2" junior, Jason Jones. For Tonganoxie, number 23, a 5'11" junior, Lachlan Craig. For Bonner Springs, number 45, a 6'2" junior, Kellen Kruger. And for Tonganoxie, number 24, a 6'2" senior, Owen Schmidt. And coaches for tonight's this afternoon's game for Bonner Springs, Drew Gruber. For Tonganoxie, Casey Simmons.
So there you go, your starting lineups again brought to you by Forever Fencing. Opening tip-off brought to you by Lynch Real Estate, your hometown real estate company that'll help you buy your next home and make your real estate dreams come true. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. So something that you and I were keeping an eye on. It initially looked like head coach Drew Gruber, first-year head coach for Bonner Springs, wasn't here initially during warm-ups and stuff. He has made it, though. He is in the head coach's chair wearing the orange polo. So good to see Coach Gruber here. I know you said when they were warming up in the gym, they had him on FaceTime making his message to the team. So glad for Coach Gruber to be here. That's his son taking the opening tip-off. Keelan bringing it across the timeline, and we are underway here. Chieftains and the Braves, second time this year on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Again, these two teams will play each other in 13 days at Bonner Springs High School. That will be a Friday night in February coming up. So here come the Braves on the attack here, playing what is presumed to be a chip on their shoulder. Good ball moving here. It's an early bucket for Jones, number 24. Pressure here for Bonner. Tongi nearly turning it over. Lachlan McRae still able to keep control. Now goes up the floor to Jason Byrne, down to Noah Carlton. Had a pretty good game against Atchison, physicality-wise. Able to hold his own, get some of those bigs underneath for the Phoenix. Here come the Braves back the other way. And Keelan Gruber, three doesn't go. Flying in for the rebound. Put back attempt, left a little short. That's Corey Rolfe Jr. Came flying in at the last second. How could you miss him? Those neon pink basketball shoes he's wearing out there.
Yeah, you can see him.
There was some neon lime green socks to go as well. Lachlan will try to knock that one down, and that's exactly what he will do. So Chieftains take their first lead here early.
Let's hope he stays hot.
He had that big performance against Atchison, I believe finishing 18 points, if memory serves me correct. Did Lachlan.
Yes.
Drive, and will be fouled on the drive in. That time for number 11, DeAndre Morrison, 6'1" senior. You got him and Lachlan McRae are both rocking the blacked out facial protection mask. Pretty unique to see. You don't see too many of those all too often, but yet there's two. We got Lachlan, another player for Tonga wears one, and now you got Morrison rocking one over on the Bonner side. Down low, Talon gets it from Lachlan, goes to the far corner to Owen Schmidt. He'll go for a three and leaves it short. Long board, pulled down. Here come the Braves in transition. This is exactly what they like to do. And on the right side, wide open, early uncontested for Morrison on the feed for Gruber. Here come the Chieftains right back the other way, though.
You really got to get back in transition, or they're gonna hurt you. Another turnover by the Chieftains.
Braves back with the lead and quickly right down the floor, and just in the blink of an eye, Braves not only retake the lead but build on it. Head coach Casey Simmons for Tonganoxie, he will take a quick 30-second timeout here as he can start to feel the momentum gaining on the side of Bonner. Trying to slow that down for a little bit. Our third and final day of coverage from the Tonga Invitational Basketball Tournament this year, brought to you in part by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon, where they combine 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at Wizard of Paws, Tongi.com, and also by the Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audiobooks when you can stream them for free with a library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. This is the last game as far as third place games happen. So after this, it'll be the championship games going forward. For the girls, you have Eudora and St. James Academy. Should be an exciting matchup between the Cardinals and the Thunder. And then on the boys' side, Eudora also in the championship game there after knocking off the Bonner Springs Braves yesterday by 2 points as they move on and will face the Atchison Phoenix, the defending Tonga Invitational boys champions from a year ago. Jason Burns stripped on the drive in the lane. Here we go up the floor. Donnell back in his hands and intercepted by Byrne. And he takes it right back from him and now onto the scorer's table. Look out. Tollefson and Weller.
Incoming.
And after all that, it is still Chieftain basketball. A lone three for Lachlan McRae. All the scoring thus far for Tonganoxie. Getting close to 5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Carlton underhands it. Talon trying to bounce underneath. Jet Gilmore almost taking it right back from Corey Rolfe Jr., but
way too many turnovers for the Chieftains. That's not how you beat a good
driving
team.
a kick out. Time to step into it and buries it. The 3 ball from Morrison. He's got 5. And there's the first long ball of the game for Bonner Springs. This is something that plagued Tonganoxie in the first matchup as well, as you already mentioned, the turnovers being a big factor. Nice pass underneath. Lachlan able to thread the needle.
And one.
Down to Talon and count the bucket.
That was a nice find there by Lachlan.
Somehow at the last second decided not to shoot the 3. Instead, zip it down to Talon underneath. Defender shoving him in the back, so a chance to finish the 3-point play here for Talon Langford.
The old-fashioned way.
Big one there for the Chieftain, 6-9 game. Lachlan McRae has been really settling in through pretty much this entire tournament. And Groover's 3 ball off the line, a rebound underneath, trying to go right back to him, but taken away by Carlton, able to drag the toe, keeping it off the baseline. Here come the Chieftains back the other way. McRae blowing by Jones and tries to take it himself. Offensive foul. Hats off to Prince Davian Donnell, planting the feet.
Yeah, he stood in there and took the charge.
So McRae, guilty of a charge in the game yesterday against Atchison. Well, and Lachlan, he's not necessarily the biggest guy, but he's a pretty stocky dude.
Yeah,
so when he's got a head of steam coming right at you, it takes a lot of courage
Yeah.
to keep the feet planted in there and just let him run full steam right into you. I think you saw at the last second he tried to jump kind of around him. Lachlan got a little bit disoriented up in the air, but still picks up the foul. It's his first 2 team fouls for Tonganoxie, 1 thus far for Bonner. They have the lead by 3. Groover zipping it near corner. Corey Rolfe. Extra pass. Davian Donnell finds his man in the far corner. That 3 offline. Groover on the board. Doesn't go back either. Nolan McGuire fresh into the game. Gets the board for Tonganoxie.
That was another one of the keys to the game. You got to limit the defensive rebounds by the opponent here. You're going to have some issues staying in this game.
McRae's shot. Clean swat away by Groover underneath. Tried to work through a pair of Bonner defenders underneath. Did not work out. Donnell knocks another one. And you and I have firsthand witnessed this Bonner team, and when they get hot on offense, they can score in bunches.
Yes, they can.
McGuire trying to answer, and he does in a near corner. Nothing but net for Nolan McGuire.
Needed that.
So credit to the Chieftains when the Braves start to get a little momentum going, put some separation between themselves and Tonganoxie. Tonga's been able to answer with a counterpunch for their own. That one coming in the form of a near corner 3 from Nolan McGuire, the junior. Zipping it underneath, getting out the double team, passes it out, and Morrison able to knock down his second 3 ball. So it is raining 3s here inside of Chieftain Arena, make it 3 straight between these two. Schmidt wants it, but a travel first for McGuire. Shot was good for what it's worth, but it will not count as both teams will make substitutions. Talon Langford and looks like Jason Byrne are back in for Tonganoxie, and I think I saw Jaden Jones potentially getting up. No, that is Jason Jones on the floor along with Groover. Still got Corey Rolfe Jr. Number 5, Jaden Jones, so he is into the game. Jaden Jones and number 12, Jackson Nez. Those are the 5 out there for Bonner. Langford, McRae, McGuire, Byrne, and Carlton 5 out for the Chieftains. Near corner, going to the post down low. Jones had it batted away, tries to go right back to him, and out of bounds it goes, trying to give it to Jason Jones. Wonder if any relation there between Jason Jones and Javion Jones. Javion coming in as a senior. Jaden Jones, freshman. Jason Jones being a senior.
Nice drive there by Talon. He just wasn't able to finish with the left hand.
First quarter blown by like a breeze, already a minute and a half to go. Thought about it, will take the shot and bury it. Straight away 3-ball, Corey Rolfe Jr. That's the 4th 3-ball for the Braves.
Yeah, Chieftains are going to have to defend the line. They're not doing a very good job of that right now.
Talon trying to answer, can't do it. That was a long-range 3. We've seen him knock a couple of those down. Here come the Braves, full head of steam. Rolfe Jr. trying to thread the needle, and nobody home. I think he was expecting Groover to kind of cut across in the bottom part of the lane, but he settled in on that low block. Instead, it goes out of bounds, hits the padded stanchion of the basketball goal, and Tongi gets the ball back. Minute and change still to play here in the opening quarter. The lead is 9, largest of the game for Bonner. Here's a good feed to McGuire cutting, but even better block by Jason Jones.
Yeah, it was.
Jason Jones, one of the more athletic players on the floor, 6'2 junior, member of the 2024 All-Tournament team last year as a sophomore. And how could we forget the play that he made, the single-hand posterizing dunk in the first matchup to cap off that Braves win where they put up 80 points against Tonganoxie. There's a good drive and a finish by Talon. Shot clock still in effect on this possession for Bonner, 22 seconds and counting. Rolfe Jr. has it. Now we go 10 seconds. Trying to feed it to Jones inside. Goes up with the right hand, swirls out. McGuire has it, and he controls it. So Chieftains a chance for the final shot of the first quarter. In the hands of Lachlan McRae, setting up the offense. He's going to be guarded by Groover. Anthony Rowe, maybe setting a screen on the right side. Groover going around it. McRae stops, hands to McGuire, sets up again. Thought about a couple of threes there. Talon's got to get it up, and it's a little long. So good defense for Groover, able to force the ball in the hands of Lachlan McRae. Talon not able to make the shot, and the first quarter comes to an end. Your score, Bonner Springs 18, Tonganoxie 11. Boys third place matchup. The 2025 Tongi Invitational Basketball Tournament. We'll be back after this.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
Second quarter action, Braves and Chieftains. Bonner working with a 7-point lead right now, getting things started. Chieftains with the basketball. They had the final shot to end the first, and this possession will be wiped out. We got, I believe, an illegal screen, offensive foul regardless. It's on Talon Langford. He picks up his first on the drive in for Owen Schmidt. The bucket does not count. Braves coming back the other way with it. At 4 threes knocked down in that first quarter for Bonner Springs. 2 by Morrison, 1 for Donnell, and 1 for Corey Rolfe Jr. Here's Groover. He's about as deadly as they come, and he shows it right there. Straight away, deep NBA range, no problem for Kalen Groover. Now the Braves are largest lead of the game at 10. Byrne on the right side. Floater with the right hand doesn't go. Nez controls, hands to Groover. He'll bring it across the timeline.
That was a nice aggressive grab, just couldn't finish.
Carleton tight defense, and this is Jones able to get by some Tongi defenders. Can't finish over Rowe, gets his own putback. That one no good either. Good straight up defense for Anthony Rowe, not drawing the foul either. Chieftain offense looking for a spark, just trying to keep pace with this Bonner Springs team. Stripped away. Jackson Nez taking it up the floor, gets by Carleton. He'll peel it back on the right side, hands to Groover. Schmidt right there to greet him. Underneath, looking for Jones, passes it back out to Groover near corner. And now we'll go back around, over to the left side. Hesitation step, but a travel on the drive in for Corey Rolfe Jr. So the turnover here for Bonner Springs. Number 23, Kalen Doss will check in for Bonner Springs. Coming in at 5'7", the junior. Don't let the height fool you. Just as talented as anybody else on that Bonner Springs team. Currently third in the 5A standings for boys on the east side. Overall record, they are 7-2. They've had both losses coming to teams in the Frontier League yesterday to Eudora. And then to start the year, they opened up with a loss to Ottawa, arguably the best boys basketball team in 4A. Coming up 5 seconds, Anthony Rowe's got to let it fly, and he knocks it down. There's a big three for Anthony Rowe.
Keeping them in the game.
We've talked about the Braves been knocking down threes. Chieftains have been able to answer as well. They have 3 of them, 4 if you're including the old-fashioned three-point play. And there's another finish inside for Bonner. Another 3, that one doesn't go. Rowe was feeling himself. Rebound taken in by Jones. He'll bring it across. Jason Jones, that is. Still got Groover trailing. Now come on. Doss driving a kick out. Rolfe guarded by Carleton, one of the more peskier defenders you can imagine in the Frontier League.
No question.
Dude has a relentless motor and a big heart. That one no good. Rowe with the board. I thought you and we were very encouraged with the way Carleton performed yesterday. Not only was he had a tall task trying to defend those big bodies of Atchison down low, but he took a hard spill earlier in that game. Got up a little bit woozy, but we were talking with him in the hospitality room before, kind of in between games, and we got to talking with him, and he said, yeah, I'm 100% fine. Somebody said it was because of his haircut. Kept that X protection on the head, but now, the way he came and performed after, he exited for about a couple minutes. He came back in. He got 4 quick points right when he came back in. And I tell you, he was just a fiend on defense. He did not make it easy for the big fellas of Atchison down low. That is for sure. Atchison torched Tongi on the three-point line yesterday. What was it? In the first half, they shot about 60% from three-point range in that game. It was
67%.
67%. It was unreal, the mark that they set. Right side drive, spin move. 3 Chieftains there to greet him. Doss trying to go left on Schmidt, kicks it back out in the hands of Morrison. Here is Morrison, high off the glass, can't go. Rebound, Lachlan McRae up the floor. Here we go with the Chieftain. Schmidt wanted to drive, instead kicks it out. Talon thought about taking the 3, instead passing it around. Now back to McRae, left wing, 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Jaden Jones. Both teams trading off their fair share of 3-pointers. Thankfully, we didn't have the stat sheet guy for our first game in the morning for the Lady Chieftains game against Liberal, but it does look like we do have it for this game. And there's another 3 that goes down. That's the first of the game for Doss. As Bonner continues to heat up on offense, lead up to 12. This is usually when the Chieftains come with an answer. Thank you, Nolan McGuire. Could not have timed that any better.
Nope. Keeping them within reach.
6 points for Nolan, all from downtown. 2-3 buckets. Rowe has one, McRae has one, Talent has one in the old-fashioned way with an and one opportunity. Trying to answer, and does that far corner. Look out. Is this the Chieftains and the Braves or the Globetrotters out here? My goodness.
They're not missing.
Unbelievable start in this one. That last one knocked down by Jones. Back to a 12-point lead for Bonner Springs. We'll step aside on Tongi Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
I was just wondering.
Enter query.
Should I use a robot?
Vacuum?
No. Are robots
Bots taking over the world? Yes.
Never mind.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Unlike a robo-advisor,
We can put together a personalized plan.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort from Tonganoxie today.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Bonner crowd starting to pour in, as are the Cardinal fans. They get to see their Eudora teams play in both the championship games. Those will be coming up. If you're so interested in watching, we will have the Eudora Sports Live crew here covering that over on the Varsity Sports Live YouTube channel. Reed McAvoy, Hayden Harves back for their third day of coverage here. The Tongi Invitational Basketball Tournament, as are we. Wrap it up after this game. Nice little mid-range jumper pull up from just at the free throw line for Nolan McGuire, who's got 8. Baseline drive, Dawes, kick out, deflected. Nolan all over the place early in this one. Saved it behind the back. Oh, nicely done by Nolan McGuire. Even better for McRae. Finds it to Carlton, trying to pass it back out. Oh, still alive. Now knocked loose. My goodness, let's settle in, fellas.
Helter skelter.
Threads the needle. Schmidt there to deflect it. Trying to go to Jaden Jones. And let's all just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
What a sequence. Helter skelter, that's the best way to put it. Nolan, he's on fire.
It's a good thing, too.
He says, I'll get us settled in. How about this?
Got him back within 7.
Chieftain offense has been clipping along pretty well. Just looking to string together a couple of stops, and there's one right there. Nolan McGuire, my goodness.
He's
Talk
having
about
a game.
Early contender for Midwest Carpet Center Player of the Game honors. I haven't seen him have this well of a game this early on since, my mind, I think I go back to the Jefferson County North game back on December 13th. Young man is having a good start. It finds Carlton near the elbow, trying to find McGuire, and deflected, taking a hard fall. Damon Donnell gets up okay, thank goodness.
That must have sounded worse than it was.
That's just what I was thinking. Made the whole gym kind of stop, and ooh. It pops right back up. Under a minute to go till halftime. Braves trying to build on this 7-point lead. Morrison trying to get by McGuire. And look at McGuire sticking in there, taking the steal away from Morrison. Now Morrison's trying to do it right back to him. McGuire finds an outlet to McRae. Did he get across in time? No, it's just a carry violation. Coach Simmons trying to go to bat for his players, trying to say what gives. Referee giving him an explanation. He and Coach Simmons will agree to disagree. After all that, it'll be Braves basketball, 42.7 seconds. 35 seconds on the shot clock. Groover will trigger the inbounds into Jackson Nez.
Been a quick half.
Has been. I'll tell you, usually these tournaments, you can never rely on them running efficiently, on time and stuff, but I'll give credit to today. This tournament, at least here in day 3, it has been on a pretty good schedule, moving right along. As Groover is fouled on the drive in, he'll have 2 free throws coming up, 27.5 seconds. And they give that foul over to Carlton for his first.
Still down there mixing it up with the big ones.
Not afraid, of course.
Nope.
Keelan Groover, free throws on the way for him, knocks it down. Spent his first 2 years at Chapman, made the move to Bonner Springs with his father, Drew. Head coach Groover took the job over from Dan Strite after his son, Kalen Strite, graduated last year. So it's kind of cool for Bonner. You've got the son head coaching duo for the past few years. Now this year moving along from the Strites to the Groovers. He did pretty well out in Chapman, led the Irish in points per game at 18.4, ranking second in the North Central Kansas League. He hit 34% of his three-point attempts and had 4.5 rebounds and about 2.5 assists per game to go along with those numbers as a sophomore last year, having a very great year in his first year as a Brave, as a junior.
Looks like they're going to hold it for the last shot.
In the hands of Groover, finds Nez, extra pass. Jason Jones able to bury it. And the horn will sound, and that is about as neat of an ending to this first half as you can ask for if you are a Bonner Spring Braves fan. Jason Jones, his second 3-ball in the first half. He finishes with 8, and the Braves take an 11-point lead, 33-22 into the halftime locker room. We'll have the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show next on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information and become a member today by visiting their website, TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be a breed-specific trim or an adorable, cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities in space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
And welcome back in here on Tonganoxie Sports Live as we go to the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. So glad everyone's been able to join us this Saturday for a Chieftain basketball game, White Birch Property Halftime Show. White Birch Properties and their team are ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007 to speak with one of their agents today. Halftime score is 11 with the lead. Braves 33, Tonganoxie 22. Let's get through the point totals real quick. Talon Langford with 5, McRae with 3. McGuire leading the way in scoring for Tonganoxie, and for all scores in this one with 11. He's the only scorer so far in double figures. He's got 11, and Anthony Rowe has 3. Chieftains go 1 of 3 at the free throw line in that first half. Donnell with 3 for the Braves. You got Morrison with 8. Corey Rolfe Jr. finishing with 5. Doss with 3. Jason Jones hit that 3 there at the end. He's got 8. He's tied in scoring with Morrison, both of them with 8 apiece, and Groover with 4. So 33-22 game. Taking a look at the stat sheet here. Let's look at the shooting percentages for both these teams. Bonner Springs to start, 12 of 24. That's 50% from the field. 61.5% from downtown. 8 of 13. 8 3 balls in that first half. If you're Tonga, you're sitting there thinking, deja vu. Are you kidding me? Second game in a row where they have the opposition shoot 60% plus clip from downtown in the first half. Free throw line just 1 of 2, so 50%. As for Tongi, though, they haven't been too shabby, shooting 47% from the field, 8 of 17, 55% from downtown, 5 of 9, and again, 1 of 3. Fairly small sample size as far as free throws go so far in this game, but the big thing that jumps out to me, you look at the turnovers, 11 for Tonganoxie, 8 for Bonner Springs, and those points off turnovers, 14 for Bonner Springs, only 5 thus far for Tonganoxie.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game right now. And we talked about turning the ball over. You just can't do that against a good team.
Bonner Springs has out-rebounded Tonganoxie 15-8 throughout that first half. Three-point points alone. Bonner Springs has as many points from downtown, 24, as Tongi did in the first half with 22 total. Chieftains got 15 from downtown. Points in the paint, Bonner is outlasting Tongi there as well, 14-6. And they outscored them 15-11 in the second, 18-11 in the first quarter did Bonner to Tonganoxie. So this is still a game. If you're head coach Casey Simmons right now, still a game within reach. How about we get some keys to the second half coming here, brought to you by First Security Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics, because, look, this is a game that it's still there for the Chieftains. Obviously, got to clean up on the turnovers because those are leading to a lot of points. Like we mentioned, 14 points. You take those 14 points away, even if you cut them in half, this is still a much closer game right now. So we obviously know taking care of the basketball, that's going to be a key here in the second half. What else do you feel like Tonga needs to get done to come back and get this win?
Well, Bonner's still getting some points in transition. They're not getting back quite fast enough in transition, and Bonner's feasting on that. So they need to, like you said, they got to cut down on their turnovers, but they've got to guard that three-point line. I mean, they just, they gave up a high shooting percentage from 3 last night against Atchison Phoenix, and the same thing's happening today. So you got to guard that three-point line.
Yeah, got to find a way again. Team for Bonner, 8 3 balls in that first half, shooting 61.5%. So again,
hard to win a game.
Yeah, and like we said for Atchison last night, it was really hard for him to keep up that same pace. We saw the Chieftains kind of slow that down. They got some momentum going into the third quarter of that game. They were down big at halftime. Were able to cut the lead to 9 in the third against Atchison. Looking to do the same here again. Down 11 against Bonner Springs, and some minor adjustments here and there away from potentially making this a really exciting ball game. Thank you for watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. Second half action is coming up next.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Here we go, start of the third quarter. Braves will open up with the basketball, and they have the lead, 33-22. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Final day's coverage on the 67th annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament. There's a big start from downtown. It's another one knocked down for Groover, so make it now 9 3 balls in this game for Bonner.
Yeah, another stat that I looked at on the stat sheet was
yes.
Second chance points, 5-0 in favor of Bonner Springs. That means you got to block out. Can't allow them second chance putbacks.
And again, when the Braves get a 3 ball, just like they did with Groover at the other end, for the better part, Chieftains have been able to answer. We talked about McGuire having some, Jason Byrne knocking his first one down, McRae had one, Rowe has one. So both these teams very hot from 3-point range. Tongi shooting 55% in the first half, Bonner 61%. Trying to go 2 for 2 in the second half, doesn't go there. Rebound pulled in by Talon Langford. That last 3, no good from Corey Rolfe Jr.
And they allowed Bonner only one shot that possession, so that's what they need to do.
Schmidt, long read. Oh my goodness! Oh, and Schmidt says, I want in on some of this fun. He knocks down his first bucket, his first 3. And these nets are going to be scorched by the time this game is done. It keeps up at this pace for both teams. And fun, entertaining to watch. Chieftains have it under 10. They're down 8. Well, a foul will be issued here. Groover trying to drive around Schmidt. I'm going to say he got a slight push.
Groover is really quick, so it's tough to keep your feet moving to get in front of him.
Yeah, it kind of takes over that presence of that Kalen Strite had last year. That versatile scorer that can really play anywhere. He's lightning quick, and he's so good and right on cue, able to finish through contact there. Awkward position, able to kiss it off the glass. And if you're Bonner, it's a 2-for-1 package because not only do you get Keelan Groover on there, but you get his father as head coach Drew Groover. And I mean, they have Bonner running this year like a well-oiled machine in 5A. Second trip to the line tonight for Groover. His first one on the 3-point play, able to cap it off.
Groover was the winner of the 3-point contest as well.
Yes. Jackson Nez, the winner of the free throw contest, too. Something
Yeah.
might come into effect later on.
They both hit 9 in 30 seconds. That's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive, especially threes. McRae with space. Couldn't get that one to go over the outstretched arms of Jones.
Yeah, he altered that shot.
Nez cutting down. Able to finish with the right hand. Catching that pass in stride. And able to finish it. But
It's raining threes.
Burn for 2-3. Second three of the half for Jason Byrne. Back to a 10-point game.
Oh, nicely done.
Didn't even bring his feet back down to the ground. Caught it and finished it. And he collected 2 more points. Jason Jones in double figures with 10. McRae, hesitation, trying to get around Groover. Nice finish with the right hand. Groover going with him step by step on the right side of the lane, but Lachlan, give credit to him, still able to finish it. He's now got 5.
Yeah, he went strong with that. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Almost
man,
an
that would have been
alley-oop
a Sports Center top 10 worthy play potentially. There's Burns saving the board. Back to McRae, gets a defender off his feet, and again able to finish it.
Nicely done.
So here come the Chieftains starting to build some momentum up once again here in the third quarter. Have a double-digit lead at halftime. They have it at 8 currently.
They're definitely winning the third quarter so far.
Trying to make some noise, and now what did we just call here? And my eyes down at my sheet, getting notes written down. They call a
10 seconds.
It's a turnover regardless. So ball back over to Tonganoxie. Schmidt for 3. That one doesn't go. McRae able to get the board. Had a couple of Braves defenders in the area, still able to scoop it down. McGuire can't stay hot. It goes out of bounds. That's just be here with the Chieftains, and it will. So that's DeAndre Morrison. Can't get quite a clean handle of that ball coming off the rim. Another chance here for the Chieftains. You get this many opportunities at your end. You
need to cash it in.
It's huge to capitalize, especially trying to cut into this lead. That one just behind McGuire, and he can't bring it in, and that's a costly turnover there for Tonganoxie. Double-digit turnovers in the first half with 11, and there's a costly one here in the third, and McGuire will be checked out. He'll come over to the bench. Schmidt, Byrne, Langford, McRae, and Carlton out there for Tonganoxie. Morrison, Nez, Corey Rolfe Jr., Groover, and Jason Jones. 5 out for Bonner Springs. Bonner, the number 1 seed, the favorites to win the tournament this year. Look at his tight defense from Noah Carlton, ziplock tight. The Braves being upset yesterday by Eudora, the 5 seed. They're playing in the championship game in a couple hours from now. Tongi trying to get the best of the Braves. Up ahead in transition, laying it in. Delivery, Talon Langford to Jason Byrne, ends with 2 points. And a timeout on the floor taken by head coach Drew Groover. And here we go, Chieftains starting to mount up some momentum here in the third. 8 points for Jason Byrne. Defense and offense for the Chieftains. Starting to make some noise here in this contest. And our ongoing coverage here for the Tonga Invitational Basketball Tournament, presented in part by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Whether you want to take classes in high school or after graduation, KCCC is in your backyard. Check out how college can help you today at Kansas City, Kansas Community College, kckcc.edu. Also by Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small-town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. So coming out of this timeout, all the momentum on the side of the Chieftains right now. They currently have the lead down to 6. They were down 11 at halftime. Partner, what are you seeing out there? What has been the switch for the Chieftains?
Limiting Bonner to 1 shot per possession is the biggest thing, and not turning the ball over at the same rate. Huge. And hitting timely threes.
Yeah, I think timely three, and that's been a big thing. It hasn't necessarily just been threes there. It's just been timely scoring.
Yeah, when Bonner Springs threatened to go on a run, one of the Chieftains will step up and hit a big three.
Four corner, Corey Rolfe ended it up to Groover. Under 3 to go. This game is going by in a hurry. Trying to drive in on Langford. Langford hitting the deck. And they're going to call Talon for the foul here. He gets up off the floor. He doesn't like it. But he will pick up his second. Calling for the push on Groover. So Nolan McGuire will check back in. Talon heading over to the bench a little gingerly. Appears to be a little shaken up from that fall. Expect him to be back in this game momentarily. Meanwhile, Braves back on the attack. Nez on the inbound, gives it back to Groover in the near corner. Lachlan McRae all over him, trying to lob it in to Jaden Jones coming up short. Ball tipped around. Jones still in control, and he puts it in. So 3 Chieftains in the area that could have came away with that basketball, but Jones able to finish it for his first points. Now Groover taking this one away from McRae. Back the other way he goes and hands it to Corey Rolfe Jr., and Lachlan takes that away. He wants a jump ball, but instead he's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, it's a bang play.
From this quick angle, now the contact that came beforehand, maybe a little bit with the body, but Lachlan definitely had all ball.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
If he catches it less with the body, I think they do call jump ball there, but coming in, momentum taking him forward, that's really hard for the young man to try to avoid. Free throws here. Corey Rolfe Jr. Second one doesn't fall, but an offensive board. Rolfe, catch and shoot 3. Knocks it down. He says, I'll pass up that one. I want 3 more.
That's just what we had just talked about. The Chieftains got back in this by limiting Bonner Springs to 1 shot per possession. You just saw right there, they got a defensive rebound and then hit a big 3.
Trying to answer, coming up short. It was lined up good, just not enough on it for Byrne. This time a jump ball is called. It'll stay down here with the Chieftains. As Talon, as expected, makes his way back into the game. Jason Byrne will come out for a breather. And Talon thought he was going to go to the baseline. It'll be Jet Gilmore to trigger this inbounds play in for the Chieftains. Jackson Nez in front of him, trying to cause a distraction. About 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Braves lead back up to 12. Chieftains headed down to as little as 6 after being down by 11 at halftime.
A quick 6-0 run.
Nice feed. Carlton gets by some defenders, and even better credit to Talon fitting that ball in that tight window.
Looked like a quarterback there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Wait, are you saying Talon's a quarterback?
Yeah.
What? I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Showing off the arm talent there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was nice. Done by Bonner Springs.
Jones to Jones, Jason to Jaden on that finish for Bonner. Carlton tries his luck.
I love it. I love it. And I tell you what, he's just not going to be denied. Split
Carlton's
2 defenders
so
and went up and finished through the contact.
And count the bucket. This is Jaden Jones again going over the top of Nolan McGuire, saying his McGuire took a shot to the chops there, but just big boy basketball underneath. And a nice finish for Jones, who has come alive here. Was held scoreless in the first half, now has 6, looking to make it 7 at the free throw line. As Nolan picks up his first foul of the game, and he and Jet Gilmore will check out for Tonganoxie. Looking to cap off the three-point play. He does just that. Does Jaden Jones. Under a minute to go here in the third. Byrne lost his footing and a travel. He wants to say that Nez was pushing into him, throwing him off balance. Not going to get the call. And now Coach Simmons will take yet another timeout on the floor. 54-41 ball game. Braves back in front by 13. Chieftain basketball today presented in part by Grounded Coffee House, established in 2022. Grounded Coffee House serves great coffee with an even greater cause. To learn how you can help make a difference and to support, follow them on Facebook and check out their website, groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org. Hey, you and I, got up early call for us today. 10 o'clock tip for our first matchup, Tonganoxie and Liberal. Could have probably used the stop to Grounded Coffee House this morning, get us fired up for the day.
Probably should have.
Crowds have been getting bigger and bigger as the day goes along, as we have championship games coming up the rest of the way. Girls championship game, Eudora and St. James, and then the boys championship, Eudora and Atchison, to wrap up the 67th annual Tongi Invitational basketball tournament. Oh, look at that for Carleton, ripping that ball loose, and no harm from Carleton there. And now you got Jaden Jones a little out of sorts. He took exception to that. Hey, Coach Groover out there now.
Yeah, there was nothing dirty about that whatsoever. He was just aggressive. He had all ball, and Jaden Jones just needs to shake it off.
Yep. All good. Inbounds coming here. Groover will trigger it at the baseline on the left side, looking for options as he finds it in. We're approaching 30 seconds to go. Underneath, Jaden Jones, little frustration. He takes it out on Anthony Rowe and finishes it.
Yep, I saw that coming. Nicely done.
And a good feed to find Rowe as well.
Yeah, he went up strong and finished through contact. That's a good sign.
Chanted line here for Anthony Rowe, trying to finish the three-point play, doing that.
Both teams doing pretty well from the line.
Mm-hmm. Not too bad. Haven't had a whole lot of free throws in this game. More in favor of Bonner than Tongi, but
yeah, well, they've been knocking them down.
They've been doing good, yeah.
They're knocking down the threes, too.
Yeah, shooting for both teams thus far has been very exceptional. I believe they're going to get Owen Schmidt with the foul call this time, trying to reach in and get that ball loose from Jaden Jones. That'll be 15 fouls, so maybe about the only time that the bonus will be really used into effect here in the third before team fouls reset as we go into the fourth. Only 5.6 seconds to go, but more free throws on the way for Jaden Jones, who knocks him down. Bonner has made 4 of their 5 free throws here so far in the second half. That one swirls out, tipped around, but Chieftain still able to control.
And they just turned it over.
So that's how the third comes to an end. Your score, Bonner Springs 54, Tonganoxie 57, Tonganoxie 44, 57-44, 13-point lead for Bonner Springs. We'll be back with fourth quarter action next on Tongi Sports Live.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Getting groovy here on a Saturday.
Yeah.
What day is it again? My goodness. Tournament week can do that to you.
Yes,
You
it
can
can.
get your days mixed up. It is Saturday, third and final day, wrapping up for the 67th time, the Tonganoxie Invitational basketball tournament. Some discussion as to whose basketball it should be to open up this quarter. Going over to the scorers table. Braves with a 13-point lead right now. There was a pretty high-scoring third quarter, 24-22 advantage to Bonner. But again, it just kind of goes on to say that this isn't the Chieftains being down 13. It isn't due to them having a very poor night offensively. It's the fact this is probably one of their better offensive nights they have had since the Pleasant Ridge game, where they shot over 50% overall that night back a couple of Mondays ago.
Yeah, they're just kind of up against an offensive juggernaut this afternoon.
And a team that has made 9 threes in this game for Bonner Springs. It'll be Chieftain basketball as we get things started here in the fourth and final quarter. Boys' third place game. Tongi trying to make a come from behind regardless, win or lose. This will be their highest finished in this tournament in the Tonganoxie Sports Live era. Down inside, Carlton gives back to McRae. Pull up just at the free throw line, but it doesn't go. Jason Jones with the board underneath, bringing it up the floor.
You see how high he was for that rebound? Wow.
Oh my goodness! Corey Rolfe Jr. slam it down.
Yeah, that's kind of an exclamation point right there.
What do we talk about this Bonner team coming in? A little bit frustrated, a chip on their shoulder, a little bit of an attitude. That latest scuffle between Noah Carlton and Jaden Jones, that got the Bonner Springs bench fired up too. Yeah. Groover 3, leans into it.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, Braves are erupting here to start the fourth.
Yeah, they woke up Jaden Jones.
As maybe for the rest of this team. Back-to-back empty possessions for the Chieftains. Braves back on the attack. Rolfe trying to go to Groover in the far corner, deflected out of bounds. It'll stay here with Bonner.
15 required in the game for the Chieftains.
So this is now 2 times now. The last game we did, it was Jason Jones had the big exclamation dunk in the final minutes of that one where the Braves put up 80 points in the win, and now we've seen Corey Rolfe Jr. That was a nice drive and a flush with the left hand. That looked like you back in your heyday.
I wish. I'd need a step ladder.
One can dream, right? I'm trying to hype you up, man. Take it.
Yeah, I know.
So officials going over to the scorers table. Maybe something with the shot clock resetting or not. I can't really tell what's happening. I believe that's the case. So they bring it down 28 seconds. Still plenty of time for Bonner to work something out here. Morrison on the inbounds. He'll be looking for options. Coming up free, he's got Groover. Throws it into him. Carlton right there to greet him on the ground. Largest lead of the game for Bonner at 18. Can't make it 21 there. Groover coming up just a little short. Chieftains get the board. Braves still hassling them. Now going back, ready to defend. McRae, right side, stops. Just can't get it to go. Good job creating some separation there. Had a good look at it.
He did.
Just couldn't get it to fall.
It's a good move.
Morrison 3, that one goes.
Man, they're just not missing.
I say 11 threes now for the Braves. Noel McGuire. Anything you can do, I can do better. He's got 4 on a night. His first in the second half. He's got 14 points now. Another good game for the junior for Tonganoxie, Noel McGuire. And I think they're going to get a push on, they're going to get it on Morrison? No, they're going to get it on Byrne. I thought initially they were going to go, say, Morrison made some contact pushing forward. And now, again, I did not see really an extension of the arm, so I'm not upset with the call. That's just the initial knee-jerk reaction.
Right.
So inbounds coming here for Groover. Under 5.5 to go in the game. Looking for Jones underneath. Still able to control it right near the baseline double dribble. And I'm about to say, if he ends up controlling that and making something happen of it, well done for him, because he was running out of real estate right up near the baseline. Multiple Chieftain defenders around him. And still able to make it work. Rolf Jr. will pick up the foul there, his first. Been a fairly clean game, too. Not a whole lot of fouls. There was 1 point. Bonner was in the bonus for about the final 5 seconds of the quarter, but outside of that, head of steam is Groover. Rolf Jr. 3. No good for the southpaw, but a long board track down by Jason Jones. Back to Rolf, up and under. That doesn't go either. Talon misses the board, and Jaden Jones right there to clean up.
Yeah, three chances on that possession, so that's a recipe for disaster.
Back to a 20-point lead. One shy for tying the largest lead of the game. In and out for Nolan McGuire. He's been so used to seeing those go down this game. Rim spat it out at the last second. Wide open in the lane. Jaden Jones, he'll just lay that one in. And another timeout taken on the floor by Tonganoxie.
Down by 22.
And that is the new largest lead of the game for Bonner Springs, 69-47. Chieftains trying to finish strong when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information. Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Tonganoxie, 1 timeout remaining. Bonner still has all 4. Nolan McGuire and the Chieftains back on the attack here and just trying to finish this game strong, finish this tournament strong. Like I mentioned a couple times during this broadcast, this is going to be the highest finish for the Chieftains that they've had in this tournament, at least as long as we've been doing this on Tonganoxie Sports Live. So this is the 4. This is the 5th tournament that we have been able to cover. Baseline drive, Rolf Jr. able to find it in. That's Javion Taylor, number 4. First time he's been into the game this afternoon. And they will get a foul, the push on Schmidt, as he will pick up his 3rd foul.
Number 30 row into the game for Tom.
More whistles on the floor. This one for Morrison. Again, we got Chieftain Arena starting to fill up in here. This is the 3rd iteration of this tournament. We've been able to use the facilities here inside of Chieftain Arena. Always lovely as ever. I got to tell you, though, partner, I was watching a bit of the girls' game, the Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains game against Blue Valley West yesterday in the old gym.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it is so nice being here inside of Chieftain Arena, but something about being in that old gym.
Yeah.
More energy. The mezzanine area, you got the crowd kind of being a little bit more on top of you during those games, and it was really refreshing. Taking a stroll down memory lane.
No question about it. Had some good times over there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, and I got to give a shout-out to the student section, because I know around here at Tonganoxie High School, the gauntlet has been laid down to come out and support both these basketball teams, but especially the Lady Chieftain squad. And they showed out big in the opening round against Holton, and they were there loud in the auxiliary gym last night as well in that game against Blue Valley West. Saturday morning, there were still some that showed up. Very encouraging to see. But a shout out to the student section. They have answered the challenge, and very well, might I add.
Yeah, no question about that.
Been out to support both the Chieftain teams throughout this tournament. 3 games for both teams in the span of 3 days. They'll have some time to rest. They'll be off for 6 days, and then they'll be back here at home. They'll host a doubleheader on Friday. That's the next time we'll come to you here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, a doubleheader with the KC Turner Golden Bears. As we just take a quick timeout here, 71-49, Braves in control, looking to close this one out over the next about 2.5 minutes or so. And this is a game, you know, we saw this matchup earlier, and the final score is still pacing to be about what it was. That score ended at about 80-54, so there's still a chance we could see that here. But, you know, the difference from the first game to this game, the energy, the attitude and stuff, it still feels a lot different to me for Tonganoxie. I still think they played a much better game, better performance.
So
this time around.
They've hit some of their shots too.
So this is more than likely will go down as a big loss for this team. I am still very encouraged with their effort and the way they've been able to come out and play tonight and shoot the ball too. I mean, this has been their best offensive night. We'll see what the final numbers are, but arguably for the entire season, they have played exceptionally well. As Doss trying to pick the pocket of Gilmore, but it goes out of bounds, stays down here with the Chieftains. 2:12 coming up. If you're so interested, if you want to watch along for the championship games between both the Eudora teams, the girls' championship will take place after this one is in the books. Eudora versus St. James Academy, and the boys' championship game, Eudora and Atchison. You can tune in to our Varsity Sports Live YouTube channel. The Eudora Sports Live crew will be here to cover those games. Reed McAvoy and Hayden Harms will take care of you. Have those games going on your laptop or tablet. If you're a KU fan, I imagine you're going to be watching the Jayhawks take on the Houston Cougars in Allen Fieldhouse. What a fun game that would be to go to. The game starting at about 5:30 or so. Rock Chalk.
Yeah, it's going to be a big test again for the Jayhawks. Fortunately, they're at home.
Big sports weekend, of course. Got the AFC Championship game tomorrow as well. Chiefs-Bills. It's going to be a lot of fun. You and I, we're going to be there. Looking forward to that again. What's it going to be? Our fifth AFC title game you and I have been able to see together. Just unreal.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to get season tickets when Mahomes came into being. The Chiefs have been in 7 straight. That's just
something,
unbelievable.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
it is totally amazing.
Especially for a long-suffering fan like me who suffered through
the
losing years.
Yeah, I mean, you've been with them all the way from the first Super Bowl,
Absolutely.
Super Bowl IV, led by Hank Stram, down in Louisiana. I don't know if you know, but this is where the Super Bowl is held this year in New Orleans. So looking to get back there are the Chiefs, trying to pull off that three-peat, be the first team in NFL history to do that.
Boy, that'd be cool.
If they can get it done, that would be quite something.
I think that cements Mahomes as the GOAT.
We'll see. We'll see. A lot of Kansas City fans will say that. A lot of folks on the Eastern Seaboard might have something to say, of course.
Brady's got the rings, that's for sure.
And he's got one of them against Mahomes as well. And a 2-0 playoff record against Mahomes.
Yeah, but even during their heyday, they didn't three-peat, and they did not make 7 straight appearances in the AFC Championship game.
We'll stay down at this end. One thing for certain, we have to put the attention on the Buffalo Bills. Get past them, get past Josh Allen. Not want everyone just to take a step back. If you're a Chiefs fan, Bills fans, or no dog in the fight, just take a step back and try to appreciate and realize the greatness you're watching kind of unfold. So we're going to be looking back in 15, 20 years from now, and we're going to be saying, man, those matchups unbelievable between Allen and Mahomes, and Burrow and Mahomes, Jackson and Mahomes, any variety of those quarterbacks. It is quite something to watch. But in the final touches on this one here, free throws on the way, can't finish the three-point play. Ball's still loose. Bonner pretty much emptying out their bench. Tonganoxie still have all their starters out there. Jump ball. And it will stay at this end with the Braves, 34 seconds. So the Braves will finish. No, they're going to say it is Tonganoxie basketball. So the Braves player had it on the baseline. Chieftains will finish 4th in this tournament. Braves will finish 3rd. You know, for Bonner Springs coming in, the number 1 seed. And
a disappointment for them.
Well, yeah. What some would say the odds-on betting favorite, even though you can't bet on high school sports, but all the money would have been on Bonner to win this tournament. And now Carlton again, and again playing all the way out to the final whistle. As that is.
Wouldn't expect anything else from him.
Right. And it's him and Dalton Caldwell getting tangled up there for a bit.
Looks like Bonner's just going to dribble it out.
So not quite the same final score as the matchup earlier this year, but close enough. 76-49 is the final. Braves get their 2nd straight win of the season on Tonganoxie. Again, these two teams, they will meet in 13 days' time at Bonner Springs High School for the 3rd and final matchup of the 2025 season. Chieftains take 4th place in the Tonga Invitational Tournament. Again, their highest marking in the Tonganoxie Sports Live era. So congratulations to the boys out there, led by first-year head coach Casey Simmons, as well as kudos to the Lady Chieftains as well, finishing 6th in the tournament, but played a tough schedule of games against Holton and then Blue Valley West, and then earlier this morning against Liberal. So Tongi Lady Chieftains finished 6th, the boys finished 4th, and that is how we wrap up here. Bonner Springs will take 3rd. A little interesting nugget we were just given a few moments ago is that Bonner Springs has the most appearances in this tournament, their boys teams do, and they have won 11 championships. A little disappointed they're walking out, not with number 12, but they do get the 3rd place plaque nonetheless. So congratulations to Bonner Springs. Championship games coming up next over on the Varsity Sports Live YouTube channel, as we will step aside here for a moment. Brothers Market post-game show, and we will put a bow on our coverage from the 2025 Tonga Invitational Basketball Tournament.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Welcome back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live and the Brothers Market post-game show. You can check out their weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com. Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. As we put a bow on our coverage, it was a lot of fun. Thank you all for joining us this week from the 67th Annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament. Let's run through the point totals for both teams. We start with the Braves, just because they're first on the stat sheet here. You had David Donnell finishing with 3 points, and along with Javian Taylor, Jaden Jones coming alive in that second half. All of his 16 points, big production for him. A little late in that game. 13 points for DeAndre Morrison, 2 apiece for Jackson Nez and Dalton Caldwell, 11 for Corey Rolfe Jr., including an emphatic left-handed slam dunk. 3 points for Kalen Doss, 10 points for Jason Jones, and 13 points for Kalen Groover, including going 3 of 6, 50% from downtown. As for the Chieftains, point totals on the way for them. We got Jason Byrne going with 8, Talon Langford with 5, Noah Carlton with 4, Lachlan McRae with 7, Owen Schmidt with 3, Anthony Rowe with 8, and our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game, Nolan McGuire, finishing with 14 points, leading the Chieftains in scoring tonight. 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from two-point land, and 4 of 6 from downtown, and adding 3 rebounds to go along with those. A beautiful night for Nolan McGuire. He's our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. To have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great prices. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more. I know I usually give you the player of the game honors, partner, but
yeah, that was a no-brainer.
You stepped aside, but I figured I know what he's going to say. Anyways, Nolan McGuire, I mean, what a game he had. Point-wise, really, it's up production-wise, but it was also and we said it many times, for Nolan and for Tongi as a whole, the timeliness of when they were able to get buckets up, because there were easily points where Bonner started getting these quick little 6-0, 8-0 runs put up, and they could have steamrolled, and Tongi could have collapsed on offense, but instead they were able to respond. I'll give you the shooting percentages here at the end of the half. I believe this is the game sheet. I'll hand this over to you. It's your stat sheet, but you got the Braves on the game, 56.9% from the field, 54.2% from downtown, going 13 of 34, and 55.6% from the line, 5 of 9. For Tonganoxie, 42.2% from the field, from two-point range, 47.4% from downtown, 9 of 19. So, I mean, just between these two teams, we were talking about 22 threes that were made. That is unreal.
Well, partner, when you're in high school, if you hit 9 threes in a game, you expect that you're going to win a game.
More often than not, I think you do. But you also, when you take into consideration that the opposition, hey, they're going to hit 13. And again, Bonner, we've talked about it many, many times. One of the best teams. They're set up for a run in the 5A, potentially to the state tournament. Definitely,
that's a dangerous team
in contention. They are a dangerous team. We still get to see them one more time. 13 days from now, we'll go up to Bonner Springs High School and see them play the Chieftains team one more time. Second half splits. Bonner, they shot 50% in the first half, 63%, so overall better in the second half. That three-point shooting did cool off, 5 of 11, 45%, compared to 8 of 13, 61% in the first half. But you're looking at Tongi, too. They shot 55% from downtown in the first half, 40% in the second, 47% from the field in the first half, 39% in the second. They didn't make all their free throws, like I mentioned for Tongi, only 4 attempts from the line, 2 of 4, so 50% overall on the game. But again, I looked over to the points off turnovers. Tonganoxie, 17 turnovers. Bonner Springs had 11, but points off turnovers, 7 for Tonganoxie, a mass 21 for Bonner Springs. And in a night where the shooting performances were fairly well on both sides, you still give the edge to Bonner, but the way that Tongi was able to answer with that, eventually it was the turnovers and then those points off turnovers that ended up just being too much for the Chieftains to overcome.
Yeah, well, and I'm sure our fans kind of get tired of me saying, one of the keys of the game is not turning the ball over, but here is the reason why, folks.
Yeah, that's it.
You give up 21 points off of turnovers, and you only get 7 for yourself. That's a disaster. That's a recipe for a loss.
And another one you highlighted in the first half, second chance points, 5 for the Braves, none for the Chieftains. That ends 11-2. Braves still with the advantage. So when they're getting it done there and they're getting the points off turnovers, 21-7, it's really hard. It doesn't matter who you're playing, what team it is. It's really, really hard to try to overcome that deficit. But the Chiefs still gave it a great effort. Again, I'm really happy with the way they came out and played in this one. They were able to keep stride with the Braves. We knew they were coming in. They weren't the happiest of teams, playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. It was either going to be that or they were going to come out a little bit flat because they just didn't want to be here and play.
Wanting to be here, but
they showed up and they brought their A game, and Tongi was able to hang with them for quite a bit of time. So that'll do it for us here. Again, the championship games are coming up. The Eudora Cardinals taking on the St. James Academy Thunder in the girls championship game. That'll be starting at 4:30 over on the Varsity Sports Live YouTube channel. Then right after that, it'll be the boys championship, Eudora and Atchison. That should be a great matchup there. 2 versus 5 in that boys matchup. That should be fun and exciting between the Cardinals and the Phoenix in that one. So, again, that's going to do it for us here. Again, thank you all for joining us along the past 3 days in our ongoing coverage of the 67th annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament. We will be back this upcoming Friday. So 6 days from now, we'll be back here inside Chieftain Arena. We will have a varsity boys and girls basketball doubleheader as the Chieftains host the Turner Golden Bears out of Kansas City, Kansas. We'll have that for you here. Same time as always, 6 o'clock start for the girls, 7:30 start for the boys. Alongside Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk on behalf of everybody here at Tonganoxie High School. And one more thing before we sign off, a shout out to everybody running this tournament, especially everybody in the hospitality room. You got the Carlton family, you got the Beach family, many, many others, and I don't have enough time to kind of list off right now. We got to get up out of here, get the Eudora Sports Life crew set up, but thank you to everybody taking great care of us, letting this tournament run. Josie Eastis, Cody Witt, and all the administrators here at Tongi High. Yet again, you guys have put together a spectacular tournament. We look forward to being back for the 68th annual tournament in a year from now. Alongside Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk. So long. We'll see you next time here on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.